From a struggling single mother living on welfare to becoming one of the richest authors in the world, J.K. Rowling's story feels like magic itself. But the truth is, her journey was filled with rejection, heartbreak, and endless struggles. Before Harry Potter ever saw the light of day, today we'll dive into her unbelievable real-life story. So stay tuned till the end, because this is a story that will inspire you to never give up. We all know her as J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. But did you know? That's not even her real name. Her birth name is Joanne Rowling. And behind that pen name lies a very personal story, one we'll uncover today: childhood and early struggles. Joanne Rowling was born on July 31st, 1965, the same date she would later give to Harry Potter himself. She grew up in a middle-class family in Gloucestershire, England. Her father worked as an aircraft engineer and her mother as a science technician. From an early age, Joanne loved books. At just 6 years old, she wrote her first story about a rabbit who got measles. By 12, she had already written another story about 7 cursed diamonds, but her childhood wasn't easy. Her parents had wanted a boy, and Joanne often felt neglected. This pain, along with her vivid imagination, would later shape many of the characters in Harry Potter. Even the cruel character of Aunt Marge was inspired by her real-life grandmother, whom she disliked deeply. Teenage years and loss. As a teenager, Joanne's life took a heartbreaking turn. Her mother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, an illness with no cure at the time. Watching her mother suffer was deeply painful, and it left scars that would stay with her forever. Her best friend, Sean Harris, became her biggest supporter. He believed in her dream of becoming a writer when no one else did. In fact, the character of Ron Weasley was heavily inspired by Sean, loyal, funny, and always by Harry's side. The spark of Harry Potter. Years later, while traveling on a delayed train from Manchester to London, Rowling had a life-changing idea. She imagined a boy who didn't know he was a wizard, until he received a letter from Hogwarts. That boy was Harry Potter. She couldn't write anything down at the time, so she kept the story in her head for hours until she reached home. And that was the moment Harry Potter was truly born, rock bottom and rejection. But life wasn't kind to her yet. After a failed marriage and raising her daughter Jessica as a single mother, Rowling struggled financially. She lived on welfare, often skipping meals so her child could eat. Depression consumed her life, and from those dark feelings, she created the terrifying creatures we know as Dementors. Still, she never stopped writing. She finished the first Harry Potter book in cafes while her daughter slept beside her. Breakthrough. Rowling sent her manuscript to publishers, only to be rejected. 12 times, 12 doors slammed in her face. But she didn't quit. Finally, a small publisher called Bloomsbury decided to take a chance on her story. And that decision changed the world. They suggested she use initials instead of her full name, fearing boys wouldn't buy a book written by a woman. That's when Joanne Rowling became J.K. Rowling, adding K for Kathleen, her grandmother's name. The first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, was an instant success. Soon it spread worldwide, selling millions of copies. The U.S. publishing rights were sold for $100,000. An amount Rowling had never even dreamed of. With every book release, records were shattered. And when Warner Brothers adapted Harry Potter into films, Rowling insisted the movies stay true to her vision. Today, Harry Potter is not just a book series, it's a global phenomenon. J.K. Rowling's journey reminds us that success often comes after countless failures. She lost her mother, endured a broken marriage, faced poverty, and suffered rejection. But she never gave up on her dream. Her story proves that no matter how dark life gets, with resilience and determination, you can create magic. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Life Solver for more real-life stories that motivate and inspire.